Good day, fellas. I hope you are ready for your daily dose of skill. And today we are going to play with the FV4202, the tank which I have silently hate for some reason. And I truly disliked this tank before, but since Wargaming buffed this vehicle, fellas, please take a look at this. DPM, better DPM, or DPM buff, view range buff, and dispersion during movement on the whole traverse. So pretty much the reticle is tiny touch smaller. Keep this in mind, I am using the true reticle mod. Keep this in mind. The links are as always in the description. I do not really think this tank changed that much, okay? I think currently this vehicle is rated 1 star on the index, and I truly stand by it. For some reason, it is like a humongous confusion for me to play with this tank. First of all, you have armor, but you do not have armor. You can play aggressively, but you cannot play aggressively. You don't really want to snipe, but you need to snipe because you do not have armor. You get the point what I'm saying? Whenever you are playing, let's say, with a S1, you know you are a sniper, schnitzel, and this is your feature. With this tank, I felt like I am confused all the time how to play with it and what to do in order to make it work good. Okay, listen. I Kaku talk this tank to the maximum. Look at the bright side. Camo is glorious. This camo actually looks very, very nice, and it is pretty cute, you know? This is how am I looking into all of this, and you cannot have everything good, you know? But camo is definitely looking nice on this tank. I mean, look at this, how is it called? Horseshoe, or however you would call this, the lucky sign, right? It looks great, plus the green hat on top. I mean, it looks nice for me. I truly like how it looks like overall. Now, let's try to focus, and let's try to make this son of the banana work, okay? This is what I'm hoping for, and this is what I am aiming for. My goal is to make this tank work. That's the simple goal. Now, I am very, very well aware of that armor of this vehicle isn't ideal. I am aware of that the gun handling is far away from being perfect. And I'm aware of that you are not the fastest tank in the world of tanks. So, you know, you have something and you have nothing, if that makes sense, right? Anyways, my goal of today's video is not to Kaku talk this vehicle to the maximum. This is not what I want to do. I want to make this tank work, and I want to try to do my best. Now, perfection play for this vehicle is whenever you are finding the position from where you can play fully hold down, and whenever you are playing hold down, right, you are crossing your fingers and you are hoping to hit your shots. This is how it looks like with this vehicle, and this is how I look into this tank overall. At least this is how my brain works whenever I am playing with this vehicle overall. So far, we have 1000 damage. It is not bad, it's not horrible, we are sitting well. Unfortunately, our team is losing this game by the humongous margin, but you know what? We are okay. We are going to load some gold, and we will try to slap the living crap out of this double penetrator. This is what I want to see, and this is what I want to do. And in fact, I need to be aggressive here because I need to figure out how to outspot them. Because otherwise, we are going to feel very, very bad here. Meanwhile, the gold penetration is 260 or close to 260. The standard penetration is 226. It's not horrible. It doesn't feel like this is the worst thing ever, or this is the worst penetration ever, or something, right? It truly doesn't feel like it. But for some reason, for me, it just simply doesn't work. Okay, we found the light tank. Hip hip hooray, very, very nice. And I have a bad news. If you would pay attention to what is happening here, I would say this double penetrator, he is kind of angry on us. And I think he wants to get involved to the maximum, and he wants to slap the living crap out of us. Which isn't the finest thing, but it's okay. We are trying to do our best, and we are trying to survive this game, right? That's what we are trying to do. I know this ELC even is extremely dangerous tank for us. He might not have the best gun handling, he might not be the strongest tank in the world of tanks, but whenever I am down to one-shottable, well, it just simply doesn't matter. He just have enough muscle to eliminate me from the game, right? This is how it looks like. Okay, fine, fair enough, relax, take it easy. Wow, that was a cupola shot, very, very impressive. Well, keep this in mind, you are missing every shot you are not taking, right? Double penetrator here, I'm trying to eliminate him, and this ELC mother trucker. This ELC mother trucker, who asked you to? Okay. What do we want to do in this situation? What do we want to do? First things first, I want to escape a bit. Why so? My goal is to support our Borat and our Bisonte. That's what I would love to do. And yes, I know it is a struggle. I know we haven't bounced pretty much anything. I'm very, very well aware of that. And I know the gun doesn't look ideally, but it's okay. We got this, fellas. Could it be that alpha damage is so low of this tank, that's why it feels below average? At least this is how I look into this tank, and this is how I feel about this tank. Could it be the case? Maybe. But I want to believe the biggest problem of this vehicle is the gun handling. This is what I want to believe, fellas. And this is how I look into all of this. I think if this tank would have just tiny touch better gun handling, the tank would be actually decent, and it would be tiny touch more enjoyable. Skill, would you say the pilot is better? You covered this tank like yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I would say pilot is better, because with a pilot, at least you know you have no armor, you are fine with that, right? With this tank, I hate the illusion that you have armor, but in reality you don't. This is the thing. Anyways, enough of crying, enough of complaining, enough of saying, boo you, I do not have armor. Take your nuts in the hand and make it work. Enough of... enough. We can do this. So far, we have 2,300 damage, 400 assisting damage. If I would play with a good tier 6, good tier 8, I would say it is mech result. With this tank, I'm already feeling relatively fine with this, and I do not feel bad. I know, but this is how I feel. I want to have a gold loaded for this 50-60p. That's what I want to do. And I want to see enemies making tiny touch pressure for us. This is what I want to see. Beautiful. Very, very nice. Now maybe I could load high explosive ammunition. And I think I will. Now, if this Su is going for us like this, we are dead. Yeah, there is nothing what I can change about this. Unfortunately, I simply do not have any chance to bounce that shot in this situation. Okay, first battle. Not horrible. 2,600 damage, 400 assisting damage. I'm not going to cry over it. I will take one for the team and I will enjoy it. Let's see the score. Okay, and we are back. What do you think? Are we top by the damage and top by experience? Let's see. No, not quite, but close, to be fair with you. We are second by experience and we are fourth by the damage. Okay, far away. Quite far away from being top by the damage, but that's okay. I am happy with this, believe me or not. All in all, we made 66,000 profits, although if we would not complete the mission, we would make only 26,000 profits. We have fired 21 times, we penetrated 10. What a tank. Okay, let's keep going. Meanwhile, since we clicked in the battle, what we can do, we can check it out, what is the rating on the index page, right? And on the index page, we have 1 star. I'm proud of this one. And overall community is rating for this tank on 2, at least from 100 votes. If you played with this tank lately, feel free to log into the index page via our gaming API, and you can see everything yourself. And Mark of Excellence started climbing up on this tank. But I believe the main reason why Mark of Excellence started climbing up, because people are playing with this tank tiny touch more in order to check it out. Is this tank bad, or is it good, or what changed on this tank? It's not like suddenly people started buying this vehicle and they are trying to make this tank to the best level or something. You know, people are just simply testing the things out and trying to figure out, is it a good tank or not so much. And obviously, fellas, please leave your comment down below and feel free to share your opinion about the FV4202. This is very important because this potentially could save $1 or $2 for the future customers who might buy this tank. And once again, I am just being transparent with my opinion. It's far away from being my favorite tank, to say that the least. Anyways, what is the goal? Goal is straightforward. We want to take this position here, Hotel 1, and hopefully we are going to see plenty of the enemies playing here, because if so, we will try to farm them. That's what we are going to do. Skill, what is the biggest problem for you with this tank? I truly dislike the gun, and it doesn't look any better, to be completely honest with you. But it's only me, you know, and this is only the first games with this vehicle, so we will see how the things will look like in the future. Okay. Do we have anyone playing in this position? This is the question. Do we have anyone playing with this vehicle in this position? This is the question. It doesn't look like it, fellas. Do I want to be aggressive? They have double ELC. What double ELC means? That means one son of the banana could sit here, other son of the banana could try to make a hardcore pressure like this. I have no intention of playing in the city with this tank, because I just simply feel like I will look into the turtle being angry, and that's all I can do. It's like literally looking at him, you know? And wow, what a gun, we hit ELC. Can we do that again? That was bad aim by me. I cannot blame the gun for this situation. And you know what? We are going in. I think this is the moment whenever we will try to do our best, and whenever we are going to try to get involved to the maximum of my or our ability, right? So let's try to go like wee, like this. Good, good, good. And after that, we are instantly making pressure like this. We will try to craft a good angle to slap the turtle, to slap the Aladdin, and everyone who is playing here on the field. It just simply looks like enemies left this position unguarded, and if it is the case, oh boy, they are in for some trouble, and they are not sitting that well, right? Obviously, we can easily see that the enemy team is winning this game, which is fair enough, I guess, but we have the side angle to the Mr. Turtle. Good, very, very good. Step by step, little by little, fellas. We are going to grind the enemy lines. Do I want to eliminate the turtle first? And honestly, I think I do. I think we need to work on the turtle first, fellas. I know the Aladdin is sitting somewhere over there. I am very, very well aware of that. But I want to see a mistake from the turtle side. That's what I want to do. Mistake from the turtle. Good, he's down to fartable. Once again, fellas, all we are doing, we are grinding them down. Shot by shot, step by step. Okay. Can we eliminate them? Turtle has quite a bit of armor, and us hitting this shot is, I mean, very, very unlikely. You know what? Let's go for it. Wow. I'm taking my words back. This is the best tank in the world of tanks, and if you do not think the same way, you are a hater. How dare you not to like the FV4202? Fellas, you are missing every shot you are not taking, right? This is how the thing, at least this is how I look into all of this. And even the most inaccurate tanks, or even bad vehicles overall. They can work once in a while. And so far, everything is looking good. I mean, score-wise, obviously, I do not really think I need to tell this. The score-wise, we are far away from being perfect with our 900 damage, right? But the gun handling is feeling actually pretty decent and pretty good for sure. Meanwhile, ELC is sitting in this bush, and this ELC is annoying. We need to eliminate him somehow. Beautiful bounce. Beautiful. I mean, I'm always happy when armor works on this tank. I truly am. Skill, are you aware of that you are shooting the full gold? No, fellas, I never noticed that. No, I thought I'm shooting standards. Huh. Sorry, that must be a misclick. Our LT432 is doing absolutely amazing job here. And keep this in mind, fellas, we have 9 minutes left here, so there is no need for us to panic. There is no need for us to do anything. All we need to do, we need to relax, we need to take it easy, and we need to try to hit our shots. That's all we need to do. Trying to use our gun depression and bounce the shot from the dead FV, that is very, very risky call, but I am up to take this risk. And now, I am aware of that I'm alone. I'm aware of that there is Patriot, there is ELC even, there is Saladin or Aladdin, there is IMBT. I know, fellas. Believe me, I truly know. But that's okay. Beautiful. Luckily for us, ELC might die from the next shot. Obviously, he did not. It's okay. Ammo rack, fine. And IMBT is coming for blood. Yeah, well, that was fun. I do not know, fellas. It's just I am not sure what to say about this vehicle. I mean, sure thing we can say that we had no team in this kind of situation and everything went kind of south. I understand this and I get it, right? I truly understand this, but I just don't trust this tank, and I do not really like it. On the positive note, we have 1,500 damage bounced, so that is something for sure. Okay, 2,200 damage, 200 assisting damage, we cannot complain about this. And look at this, we actually finished this game top by experience and second by the damage. I am feeling significantly better after this. Look at this, and we made 11,000 credits. Premium tank which is making 11,000 credits. Well, to be fair with you, I shot quite some gold ammunition in order to get as much use as I physically and possibly can, right? One more thing. Meanwhile, before going into the game with this tank, I really want to check out one thing. How people are playing with this tank overall. Oh my bananas, fellas. Look at this. The best player over September with this vehicle, and this is already buffed version, he's doing 2,000 damage. This is best player with this tank. Okay. How about August? Oh, wow. There is two gentlemen who made more than 2,000 damage with this vehicle. You get the point what I'm saying? It's not like my hate or how much I dislike this tank is the reason for all of this. People cannot play with this tank as well. Everyone is doing sub 2,000 damage, and this is very, very low for the tank caliber like a tier 8, right? Look at this. The second player with this vehicle is playing for 1,200 damage with this tank. Madness. Anyways, let's go for a third game. So far, our performance isn't ideal, but it is how it is. So far, we are playing for 2,300 damage and 300 assisting damage. Come on. The third game hopefully will give us a bit more success. Let's do this. Okay, last but not least, we have Cliff Standard Battle against the tier 10s. Skill! I can tell you one thing. It doesn't look great. Doesn't look great, but you know what? Let's try to ignore the negatives and let's focus on the positives. Yeah, look at this. How many baboons do we have in this game? Look at this. Beautiful. I like it. I like it. So, how do we want to approach the situation and how do we want to slap the enemies? Now, enemies have 279E. That is horrible. If the 279E is smart, he is going to instantly push like this. If he will push like this, we are going to have a horrible time. But, you know, we are hoping for the best and we are hoping that 279E won't get involved and we are hoping that 279E hopefully will play somewhere elsewhere. Skill, where did you say 279E should play if he is smart? Yeah, I know. Tell me about it, fellas. Tell me about it. Okay, 279E is coming to the position which I am probably the most afraid of. I'm afraid of the sniper schnitzels in the back. That doesn't look great. So, what we are going to do in this situation? Let's try to secure the other side. I'm telling you, fellas, this is dreadful. The 279E, his angle, his armor is just unpenetratable for us. And even though 279E got nerfed lately, it doesn't change anything if we cannot penetrate the tank, right? It changes maybe against the tier 10s whenever tier 10s, whenever for tier 10s it's significantly more important to whenever tier 10s can penetrate their tank without bigger problems whatsoever if they know what they are doing. But if we are speaking about the lower tiers, we pretty much need to hit his cupola. So I believe it makes sense what I am saying, and we just want to approach the enemies who are weaker, right? That's all we want to do. And I can see that by Progetto as well. And I can see that by this 103 as well, that he isn't looking into the big boy. He is looking into the weaker tank of the chain, which would be us. But that's okay. Sometimes you need to be weaker part of the chain. It's completely fine. So far, the start of this game, we have 900 damage and we still have more than half of the hit points left. But what we need to keep in mind, that 279E is going to go for a defense like this. Super Conqueror is defending this side, and the Charfutur is having a heal. What that means it is a lost cause already, unfortunately. Unfortunately, it is a lost cause. Beautiful blind shot, you magnificent mother trucker. Very, very nice. Okay, let's see how we can get involved in this situation and how we could make some pressure. My initial thinking in this situation is that I want to take the heal instantly. I will try to ignore... Okay. I will try to slap the living crap out of this Charfutur. That's what I'm looking for and that's what I want to do. Okay, beautiful. Bora took one for the team. Mars took one for the team, but we are on top of the hill at this point, right? And we have our hit points left. Hip hip hooray. Now, how we can slap enemies? That is the whole question. How we can get involved and how we can keep slapping. We have 3 tanks on top of the hill. That is okay. So, the first things first. We are blind shooting. And we are blind shooting a lot. 279E. 279E side. Look at this. Can we slap 279E without even asking his name? He's paying attention. He instantly turned. That was a strong play and that was a good play by him, obviously. I cannot say anything bad about the reaction like this. And this guy, he's just simply chilling here. Fellas. The worst part of all of this, he has enough of the gun elevation, right? That is the worst part. Good. Luckily, we slapped him once. But you know what? Even though we are spotting this guy, this is going to be very, very, very hard to do anything for him, unless he will make decision to make pressure like so, which I really doubt he will. If he would go super aggressively like this, that would be kind of stupid. Oh, yes, he's going in the stupid way. Good, 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 good. I like it. So who is my... I can't say that out loud on the YouTube, but who is my... The best tank ever, fellas. Zekil! And that's how you... And that's how you do it. Oh my bananas, we armor-react 279E in the face, fellas. How about that? We armor-react 279E. This tank is the best tank in the world of tanks. Most underrated vehicle in the world of tanks. I do not really understand why people do not like this tank and why people do not enjoy it. The key to success is to play against the tier 10s, you know, because the tier 8s isn't a challenge. This is the most important thing, fellas. As you can see, whenever we had a tier 8 matchmaking, it wasn't challenging enough. So, whenever we are having a battle against the tier 10s, oh, this is when we are gaming and this is when we are playing. Absolutely amazing. Oh my, I think I'm talking too much, but that was a good meme, fellas. That was a good meme. Okay. What we can expect? We can expect that this T-57 might try to make a bit of pressure for us, right? This is what I am thinking, and this is what might happen. One more thing, this tank doesn't have that much of the ammunition as well, if you would ask me. I think amount of the ammunition of this tank isn't the finest and it isn't the greatest, but that's what we have. Waffle over there, I see him. Super Conqueror, unfortunately I cannot do absolutely anything. I kind of want to slap this Waffle. Aha! Okay, beautiful. Now we know what T-57 is doing. We know T-57 is trying to get involved here and he is trying to say, hello, how is your day? And my day is good, my man. I do not mind it whatsoever. Now, hopefully our Arta will say, Sir, you need help? I am here to support you and I'm here to help you. And then whoosh, Arta is eliminating T-57 from the game, right? That's what I'm hoping for. Beautiful tracking shot. We are going for it. He is running for his life. Key 91 PT. Unfortunately, we are not penetrating. Well, actually, we are penetrating him, but what's from that? I'm taking one more shot of damage. That was bad aim, unfortunate, but what can you do? And hopefully T-57 will die. Now, with the key 91 PT is just having that great of the reload. Okay, listen. I need to be humble and I need to accept this game. Skill, humble after armor-reacting 279E. Always humble, fellas. Always. Listen, it was a great game. We were lucky. I am accepting this. Yip yip hooray. The last game was the best game by FV4202 and we are feeling great. Now, listen. Jokes aside and all sarcasm aside, right? I do not recommend to buy this vehicle. It is just not great, you know? It is not a good tank and it's just weak vehicle. You can say whatever you want, it's just how I feel about it, and this is how it looks like to me, right? There is plenty of the better tanks to buy, and, you know, if it happened to be that you bought this tank some time ago, obviously feel free to dedust it, feel free to go for a couple of games with this vehicle, but overall, I do not really think that changed this tank by too much. Maybe, just maybe, this tank could be rated 2 stars instead of 1 star, but you know, we are comparing the vomit against the shit. It's just not great, you know? This is what I'm saying. Meanwhile, we hit some blind shots as well. 4,100 damage and 500 assisting damage. Glorious, I'm feeling happy about this, truly. That was a great game, and I am feeling excellent with all of this. We made 32,000 profits, which is once again for 4.1 thousand damage is low, at least in my humble opinion. And we got only 32,000 profits with a premium tank. Overall performance, we played for 3,000 damage and 400 assisting damage, and we lost 3 out of 3 games, so our win ratio is 0. Fellas, quite a tank this is. Avoid it, do not buy it, and if you bought it already, well, next time think twice before buying one or another tank, right? Anyways, thank you very much for watching. That was your daily dose of skill, and see you very, very soon. Skill is out for today. Peace.